Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be looking at a pair of overhead microphones made by Soyuz. These are the FET 13s. I'm really excited about this, to check this out, but I want to talk a little bit about my approach to this, and if you got any questions or anything you want to skip to, there's timestamps in this video. These overheads are $1,300 for the pair, so for some of you that might be like crazy expensive, some of you may be run-of-the-mill. So why would you want to upgrade your overheads, and what am I going to be doing today? Now, I'll be the first one to say I'm a drummer first before I am a engineer, mixing engineer. And I think when you get into higher end mics, or you get into more professional mics, or you get into better mics, you begin to split hairs. I'm not saying there's not better mics and not as good mics, but a lot of times it's about flavor, it's about some things that you want, and it's a lot more subjective to what you're looking for in your mix. So let me just tell you what I'm looking for in overheads, what I want to look for in these. First of all is just the ability to take the volume, right? So take the SPL, I'm giving it, so drums are one of the loudest sources to track, so we're talking overheads, snare, even toms, room. We want to be able to take a very high sound level source. The second thing is I want clarity without harshness. So I think one thing for me for overheads, you obviously want to get a lot of the high end, you want a lot of the detail, you want a full scope of the kit, but you really want that clarity from overheads. But sometimes the things that I fight, especially in drum cages, is harshness, right? So overbearing cymbals, and a lot of this comes down to playing and cymbal selection, but also just the character of the microphone. I want a smooth, pretty flat response from overhead. So those are kind of some things that I look for in overheads. Now, another thing kind of about this test, I'm in my studio, which is really a warehouse. So if you're not familiar with my channel or my videos, just to let you know, this is a massive room with open ceilings. There's no ceiling tiles, so I'll be the first one to admit this is not the optimum place to test to get perfect audio, but these are the conditions that I'm playing under. So the thing that I'm really going to answer is, is it worth it for maybe a drummer, hobbyist? Maybe you're not a studio engineer. Maybe you don't own a studio where you're hiring in clients or bringing in clients, but you're just playing drums, or you're tracking drums yourself, or you're looking to upgrade something at your church. Is it worth upgrading to better microphones? So I will say, if you've got some low-end microphones maybe that came a part of a pack, or if you paid under $500 for the entire set, there's probably a reason for that, and it's probably worth looking into upgrading some things. And we're going to see if I feel like these are worth upgrading to, or what my opinion is of them. So let's get into it. So first of all, it comes with this card, and thought this was really interesting. So just doing some research about this. This is the frequency response of each actual microphone. This is not like the frequency response of these microphones in general. This comes with a chart that gives you the exact frequency response of this specific microphone. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but each one of these. So that is, to me, really cool. Attention to detail. So you can see each microphone and what they do. So there's that. And we've got a small card in here. So this is so cool to me. This has the two people that assembled, the date of this microphone, when it was assembled, and who it was machined by, who it was assembled by, and who it was tested by, in their picture. So this was made on November 29th, 2021. Here's the serial number. This was machined by a man named Alexander. There's his picture, and there's his signature. And then this was assembled by a woman that I probably can't pronounce her name very well, but there's her information. And then tested by Vladimir, which is the head microphone designer. So to me, that's cool, and the truth is I don't know what the process is of a lot of companies and maybe what they're doing, but just to get that, I don't know, just to me that's really neat. That's really cool. Okay, so they've got the product number, serial number. They've got some information about Soyuz microphones. And then, so I will put this up here and you can pause this if you want to read this, if you can. Not sure you'll be able to read it, but there it is. And then you got some stickers. So then we've got the box that these come in. So first of all, just really cool. I know this does not affect the sound of the microphones, but a lot of times it's the details that matter. This is a super nice wooden box that these come in. And you open it up. It is held together by some magnets. And then they have a really cool, like white and gold, beautiful, kind of a more of a high gloss looking pair. But I got the black just because I feel like it, goes with my whole aesthetic of what I'm doing. So here we go. Here's what's inside. So inside the box, we've got the microphones themselves. So here they are. Dude, these are beefy. Oh my word. Wow. These are heavy. Like, these things are stout. Good grief. I saw a video saying that they made this out of a single piece of brass. But, and it may be hard to tell as well, but the thickness of this microphone wall, I don't know if that's the correct term. You probably can't see that, but it's a little bit bigger than what you'd expect from like a pencil mic. Man, just beefy. Anyway, so it comes with the microphones. It comes with the clip right here. So made for this, which this is plastic and then metal. It's got some threads in there. And then here is a 10 dB pad. So there's some microphones that have a pad switch that you can flip, or you can turn, a dial that you can turn. So this is actually like an insert that goes before the capsule. So it's a physical pad. So really cool. So you unscrew this capsule and then put the pad on. So I'm going to go ahead and do that because we'll be tracking overheads and drums in general, which are allowed. So I'm just going to unscrew this. So really, really smooth. Surprisingly, well, I guess not surprisingly, they're nice microphones, but really smooth. Man, just honestly, every aspect, just handling this, you can just tell these things are quality. It's just, everything is just really smooth and, again, just weighty. So again, I'm going to do the second one. All right, and then on here too, you can see on the mic, you can see the pickup pattern of this put on there. So yeah, like I said, these are a little bit bigger than just like a normal pencil mic. So comparing them to like the SM81s, if you're familiar with SM81s, the SM81s are longer, but these are a little bit wider, maybe a larger diameter than the SM81s. And again, they're just a little weightier. So yeah, that's, as far as all this stuff, this is really cool to me. Just the level of detail that they put into this at this point, just looking at it, is really, really cool. So we're going to throw this on the kit, and we're going to check out how they sound on overheads. So I'm probably going to do like overheads alone, then mix in the other microphones just to give you an idea of how they sound in a mix. I'm probably also going to throw them on snare and maybe on toms just to give you, again, a sense. But I want to say, again, that I am not an engineer in the sense of I'm going to tell you exactly everything perfectly and what the frequency response, but I'm going to give you my opinion because I have listened to thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of drums. I've listened to this kit thousands of times. I've listened to several pairs of overheads thousands and thousands of times through my setup, so I'll be able to tell you what I think. But also, just so you know, I'm running these through Behringer interfaces. I'll link those below. So that's another thing too is, if you don't have top of the line studio gear, how much can you hear that? Do the preamps in the interface, lessen it, or can you tell? Can you hear? I'm hoping for smooth. I'm hoping for a lot of detail. I'm hoping for them not to be harsh. I'm hoping for them to be pretty warm. So yeah, we'll see, and you guys can be the judge on how these sound. So again, these are the Soyuz FET 13s. Let's check them out. All right, so just finished testing out these mics, and I'm about to start breaking down, but I want to know what you think. I'm going to answer in the comments. I haven't heard anything yet, but I'm going to answer in the comments what my thoughts are on these mics. Again, this is more of a first impression review than anything else, but I would love to hear your thoughts. What did you think of the sound? How did you feel about it? I'm also hopefully give you kind of like an unprocessed and processed. Hopefully I put it at the bottom of what the audio was, but what are your thoughts? What do you think of these mics? Is this something that you would add to your setup, or what are your favorite overhead mics? Would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up, share it with somebody. Also, if you have any questions about any of the gear I'm using, any of my drums, cymbals, sticks, lights, lighting, everything, these microphones included, everything is linked in the description below. If you want to support my channel, the best way to do it is to use my links. Again, I want to give a shout out to Sweetwater for sending these mics out for me to check out. And if you want to take the Sweetwater link that I've got below just to the main site, copy and paste it into your browser when you shop. That'll let Sweetwater know that I sent you. And it just helps me. You know, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but it shows them that there's traffic coming through my page to Sweetwater. So hopefully that's a benefit for you. Sorry, I'm sweating a little bit in here. It's hot. I've got an AC unit going, but it's not really putting a dent in these massive ceilings. So anyways, what would you like me to review next, or what would you like me to talk about? Any mics in particular you want me to get my hands on and talk about, or gear? I would love to hear your thoughts. Again, I'll be in the comments talking about my opinions after I edit all this and listen to it, and would love to hear what you guys are using on your overheads and learn together. So anyways, thanks for checking this video out. Hope to see you guys in the next one.